G'day, this is Captain Australia, and I'll keep it short and sweet in case the stream poops its pants, because I got sketchy reception all day. So I'm making horrible time. I'm nearly at a place called Kiah Store, the last place where I can shop between here and well after the border. So then I'll have a good 3 or 4 days before there's any hope of, you know, being able to buy anything or whatever. So I'll be camping in the bush and living off what I can carry. So, you know, I've really stacked up with the water. The bag is heavy as dog shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Shout out to Archer. Archer, just go beep when I make a swear word, mate, okay? I've drank 2 litres of drink getting here, and when I get to Kiah Store, I'll buy the 2 litres to replace that, as well as an additional 2 litres, which will further weigh me down. But then when I camp, I'll have water for tomorrow and a good 5-6 litres to last me into the following 2.5 days or so. So yeah, ample water's the issue for this stretch. You're going great, Cap. You're an inspiration. Thank you, Donna. I'm just doing my best, and it's a self-inflicted ordeal. And all I want to do is show you something, I guess, and myself. I'm trying to fix myself, heal myself, get better after a horrible fight with cancer, all of that stuff that we've gone over and over again. Blah, blah, Captain Australia. Blah, blah, but it's true. It's authentic and it's true. So this horrible big bag that I'm carrying, it's making me stronger. So even when I add to it, and it's getting up towards 30k now, up towards 30k. It's absurd. You don't need to carry that much, old man. But this stretch is the probably the iffiest stretch of the whole walk in terms of being able to have confidence about water. Oh, there were a few national parks after Gladstone. Yeah, I mean, no, but yeah, it's iffy. So I'm going to stop at this Kiah Store and replenish what I've drank today and add to it, and then I push south towards the border. Right now I'm still 35 kilometres from the bloody border. Hello truck, hello car, 35k. So I want to make some distance this afternoon. Like to pull out at least 15 more k so that tomorrow it'll be a 20k push and I can cross the border at about lunchtime. So yeah, for me that's a significant moment. Getting into Victoria will come a long way. Who thought the old fool would make it this far? Anyway, I thought I'd better stream because we have auspicious conditions, meaning 4G and a bar that wavers between 1 and 2 bars. So I'm glad the stream is going well. Murray, g'day Murray, my friend from the Gold Coast. Murray says, "Hi Captain, doing amazing job. We are proud of you. You have travelled such a long way. Buddy, I looked at it and Zoe says amazing trip, well done. I looked at it on a map the other day. If you chuck Brisbane to Melbourne into Google Maps and you know, it draws a route, that does not tell you the story. You need to drag the route out onto the coast, and even then that doesn't tell you the long and windy road I've travelled. So I reckon by the time I get to Melbourne it'll be a good 2200 k's. I think that's quite a distance for an old fella. Jules says, God bless you, mate. Thank you, Jules. And Ethan says, hey mate, I'm one of the kids you seen last night. Hey buddy, you guys were so much fun. I hope you got a giggle when we did that group picture pose and I'm like, hey, who pinched me on the bum? Oh, I thought it was funny anyway, bloody dad jokes. Mate, it was a pleasure to meet you and your friends and family and all those kids. There were like 9 of last night when I was waiting for Einstein to get my clothing back off him. These 9 kids came down to where I'd been streaming from, and it was just great fun. They were running around with this thing, trying it on. It was cool as. Amy says, how cool, tomorrow you will walk across your 3rd state. My 3rd state, yes. Sadness to healing to joy. That's my 3rd state. Well, that's also Victoria. Queensland, New South Wales to Victoria. Yeah, mate, that was funny, says Ethan. Good on you, Ethan. My word, good on you, young man. Joshua says, congratulations. Okay, so the stream's working. I'm quite surprised that it's been really sketchy service all day. I used it as an excuse to sit down here by the side of the road and say hello to you. Diddly dee, what's that say? Sid, I can read better without my reading glasses. Maybe I'm reversing more of the damage cancer did. Cindy says, amazing job, well done, you're doing great. Well, thank you, Cindy. So if I had to describe what my goals are at this point, it started out as personal healing. My main goal was I had started to believe in the idea that a pilgrimage would heal me. And it's done, it's working. I've more or less finished that, I think. I can still get better. There's still a lot of rough edges to Captain Australia, but it worked. The magic of it worked, and it's all about hope. So my priorities now are trying to impress that upon anybody out there who needs it, to share that, because nobody should be as broken as I was and as hopeless as I was. And if the example that an old buffhead can heal himself is useful to give that little spark of hope that you can heal yourself, love it. It's a massive priority. And the other thing is raising money for the Kids Cancer Project. Great charity. Hello, trucks. Great charity, pediatric cancer research. Wonderful cause. I had this guy on Reddit comment and say, it's all a scam. There's plenty of money for cancer research. As long as one single child is dying in a year, not a week, it's 3 a week, you dickhead. As long as one single child is dying in a year, cancer research needs more money. So, sorry, I didn't mean to swear then. You know, cancer research is a scam. Don't go on to Reddit. Stay away from Reddit if you want to keep your sanity. And all of those weird little fringy kind of conspiracy theory places too. I mean, they could be right. We could be surrounded by a world of conspiracy, but you know what the counteragent to all of that is? Every piece of darkness in the world, love and hope. That's all you need. And you don't have to go and jump off a mountain going, love! You just breathe it into your day-to-day life. Share it and propagate it with the people around you. It makes the world better. One little bit at a time. There's a ripple effect to kindness and love. That's what we do. So if you're all worried about paranoia, bloody lizard people are trying to take over the world, the Russia attacking the Ukraine and all of the rest, we can't do anything like that. If I had a big red cape, if I had real superpowers, I'd probably snap Putin's neck. I don't know, he's just a figurehead, I imagine, I don't know. But I'd be flying around snapping necks left, right and centre. Everyone would be, you know, I'd save kittens, I'd save people, but then everyone would be like, oh no, Mummy, what's Super Duper Man doing now? Why is he hurting that person? And I'd be a punisher of evil as well, sadly. But in our day-to-day lives, we can't do that. We don't have a big red cape. But what we do have in here, love. An infinite supply of it. And it's gorgeous. And when you share it, it grows and circles around and comes back at you. You know? Kindness. That's what we use to defeat all the darkness in the world. That's my honest. Kindness is the antidote to suffering. 100%. Oops, sorry, comments. La-da-dee-dee-dee. Let's look at some comments while we've got a viable stream. And also, by the way, oops, you have kicked so many goals already for, this is from Murray, yep, for being you and touching everybody you have met, mate. Well, that's lovely, Murray, good on you. You're an awesome, lovely guy. You're doing great, you're a real good egg, thank you. Diddly-dee-dee-dee comments. Good one, not too far the border now, bro, so proud of you. Well, thanks, Graham. Yeah, at 35k, I've got to whittle that down to at least 20k tonight, so that when I push across tomorrow, I can cross the border. Diddly-dee-dee-dee. Here we go, let's have a read. Your family would be missing you, but so proud, says Sharon. Yeah, I mean, I talk twice a day to the kids, FaceTiming and all that sort of stuff, so we're apart, but we're together. But yeah, I miss them awfully. Why'd you have to mention my kids for? Diddly-dee-dee, looking at the comments. Hey, Captain Australia, says Nathan. It was great catching up with you today. Oh, we met today, did we, Nathan? Lovely. I love running into people on the side of the road and sharing stories. Awesome stuff. Diddly-dee. You got this shit, Captain. No, you've got this beep, Macca. Now, at the Bega Fair, I met some of your family, Macca. This is Macca from Browley, who I met in Maruya. And yeah, I met some of your family at the Bega Fair. They were, you could see some family behavioural sort of similarities there, Macca. Sorry, I'm not sick and I don't have COVID. But because of my cancer treatment, the mucosa that lines the throat and my ability to make saliva are compromised. So if I don't drink, especially when I talk a lot, I can get a little cough. And I'm too lazy to open my water bottle. Diddly-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Wendy says, so glad to meet you today. Good luck and stay safe. Hi, Wendy. Always a joy to meet people. I hope I wasn't too weird. So let's have a little look over here at where I am. Looks like fire has through this area. It's still pretty in a kind of a ravaged, healing kind of a way. So if we look over there, there's the road. That's the Princess Highway, the A1. And there's a lot of trucks and like, you know, those timber haulers or log haulers or whatever you call them around. For the most part, the shoulder is pretty narrow too, so I'm having to be a bit careful. But my main problem today is the pack, and I'm having to dig in and say, come on, you old bastard, keep moving. You know, I'm having to sort of slave master myself a bit, and I'm not doing too well. So I reckon I've come about 12k or something ridiculously low, and it's already mid-afternoon. So I'm going to push through and try and get out another 10 or so, and that way I'll sleep closer to the border. Cross the Victorian border tomorrow. Captain Australia. So for me, that's a significant moment, like the crossing of the Harbour Bridge was. And the crossing from even the simple Brisbane, from Queensland into New South Wales. For me, border crossings are like, I don't know, symbolic. Like, it's like the difference between childhood and adulthood. That's crossing a border, you know, metaphorically speaking. So, you know, border between the old and the new. So yeah, when I get into Victoria, it's the beginning of the end. Yep, we'll have maybe, I don't know, 20 days left, maybe. So the charity's not going as wonderfully as it could. I mean, we're approaching the halfway point to the end goal. I admit though, the end goal is just an arbitrary number. So for me, it all comes down to the idea of saving one child, making the 950 affected kids every year. If that could be 949, then that child is saved. Not just 2022, every year subsequently, there's a child saved. Softer treatments, more effective treatments, whatever can be done. It's just about one child, and if that is achievable with the amount of money we raise, it makes my own cancer, every ordeal subsequently, the big walk and all of it 100% worthwhile. So I am now going to pick up this magnificent bloody heavy bag. Oops, look at this comment. You're about 3 km from the Kiah Store. Yeah, according to the thingamabob, it was 2.1. So don't tell me 3, because I am bitterly aware of distance. Bitterly aware. Every 100 meters when I'm carrying a weight is like, oh, sweet weeping Jesus, come on. Why am I doing this? What's wrong with me? What is so wrong with my thought process that I thought this was a good idea? Why am I carrying this ridiculous pack? But no, the whys are actually very sound, because it's making me better, stronger, it's healing me. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go to the Kiah Store. I'm going to replenish the fluids that I drank today, add some to it, and then push forward an extra 10 and sleep. If I can get a service area to sleep in, I'll show you how I pitch camp, because I think there's a lot of new people. Last time I did that was back up around the entrance, somewhere around there, like you know, mid-coast New South Wales. So I can show you the, you know, sleeping bag and the tarp and how I set it all up and everything. I think you will be bloody impressed. Sorry about the yelling. Oh, I didn't do my theme song. Diddly-dee-dee, Captain Australia, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so Macca says, because you are a legend, mate. Well, Macca, I think you're a legend. Like, scary, but a legend. All right. So, oh, here comes the truck. Hey, Mr. Truck. So that is one of those truck things. I don't know if you can see it going in the distance there. Okie diddly 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 dokey diddly dee. I will sign out now. I'm running out of words. Soon I'll be just down to diddly. Diddly widdly diddly diddly. Diddly dig, diddly dang. Yeah, I don't know. If you see nothing more from me today, it means that I have no service. And instead of a stream, I will record a video which I'll update at a later time. So I can show you where I was, where I went, what I did. But I won't be able to update it until I get somewhere with a good solid bit of 4G. So thank you for your time and interest. It is Captain Australia's Big Walk. Why am I doing it? Predominantly it's for a charity called the Kids Cancer Project. What can you do to help? Like and subscribe and share this video and do all that creepy YouTube shit. Sorry, swore again, didn't mean to. Anything you can do to spread word of mouth about the walk, to advocate or evangelize, share the charity, would be a fabulous help. If you know anyone in the media or who's really moneyed up and likes to throw their money at charities, you know, you just tell them about it. That would be spectacularly helpful at this stage. We need to raise another 100 and something grand. Well, you know, we don't need to. It'd be nice though. I'd love to achieve the financial goal of the walk. I could just sit on a porch for the rest of my life and say, you know what? I did that one good thing. Even if I'm a total screw up in all other areas of my life, I did that one good thing. So, diddly dee, look after self, mate. Yes, Macca, I will do my best. Take care, Jules. Thank you so much. And last comment, James says, hey Cap, what sort of food are you carrying for the next 6 days? So I loaded up on protein bars, ample. I had enough food. And today, lovely lady in a local farm up there comes over. She gives me this big sack of food. There's like a pear, 3 sandwiches, a little bit of quiche. There's all kinds of stuff in there. And people from the cafe in Eden drove after me, followed, and gave me a little pack of, 5 sandwiches and like a muffin thing. So I've got too much food. But yeah, I was intending to just survive on the protein bars for the next week. And my main issue is, fluids, water, Powerade, all that sort of stuff. Right now I'm carrying like 6 litres of it. All right, anyway, the pack weighs about 28k, I'd guess, at this point. Too bloody heavy. So thank you for your time and interest. Captain Australia's Big Walk, etc, etc, etc. Donate to the Kids Cancer Project if you can. Tell someone about it if you can't. All the very best. I love the South Coast, says Karen. I'm in love with it too. And I've met some remarkable people here. Absolutely remarkable. It's a wonderful place. All the very best.